1. Alright everyone, and we are now live and ready for our Ys 1 Chronicles Any Percent run by Kragen. As I was speaking earlier, there was a bid war for the soundtrack of choice, and that soundtrack of choice is PC-88. It is now closed, so that's the music you get to play with, Kragen.
Alright. It's a good one. Alright.
Yeah, just a reminder that there is more than just that music bid war there. We have a couple of them, like choosing the character in Rayman Legends, choosing the outfit in Super Mario Odyssey. There is a lot of different bid wars for different games. There's also incentives as well. Showing off broken levels in Mole-Mania. Minecraft percent in Vampire the Masquerade, which basically means they're going to drop the graphics to the lowest possible they can absolutely go, so everything just looks awful. That needs some more money to get met, and I would really like for that one to get met, if anything. So please donate if you can. If not, just subscribe to our Twitch. That works too. So yeah, whenever you're ready, Kragen, just count me in.
Alright. Alright, ready in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, so we have Ys 1 here. First part of the two-part game, Ys 1 and 2 Chronicles. Usually referred to as Book 1, Book 2 of 2 books. Game is pretty much just how you would play normally. There are a few skips. That's really about it. Probably going to be using a bit of like playing a little safe by using save states, because it is quite easy to die early in the game, since we usually go pretty low level against some of the early game bosses. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is go into this shop right here and buy a wing. That's going to let us teleport back to this town. And now we're going to use a skip that'll let us get to another area slightly faster than we normally would be able to, if I can pull it off quickly. Alright, second try. And now we're gonna pick up this item in the water. And warp back. And not talk to that NPC. And now we're gonna go back to that same shop and sell what we just picked up. Buy another wing. Also buy the mirror. And now we're gonna use the remainder of our money to go buy the basic starting gear, because we can't progress the plot without it. So just a short sword. Chainmail, and the basic shield, small shield. And we don't have to equip it, we just need it in our inventory. And the reason we don't equip the stuff is because it actually doesn't do anything for us. Because against the first boss, you can't really do more damage to him until about level 4 with the short sword. Levels are weird in Ys games. Also, the armor wouldn't even protect us as much either. It would still be 4 hits is all we can take. Okay, talk to Jeba, get the key. When did this become Metroid? Yeah, I know, right? The little jingle for when you get an item. Whoa. And here's right where I'm gonna save for the first time, because this boss can be a little tricky, especially when fighting him on level 1. So you gotta hit him like almost 30 times, and you can only get hit 3 times. 4th time kills you. A lot of runners choose to go at level 2 so they can withstand a few more hits. And there's also level 4 strats where he dies in like less than 10 hits. But level 1 is the faster way to do it all, because you don't have to go level up as much or get other gear. Uh-oh. Shouldn't have gotten hit there. Ooh. Might play it safe here, but this last hit. Yeah. Only leveled up twice now. I'm just gonna save again because it's also easy to die here, thanks to the goblins being in the hallways. Now down here we're just gonna get some two keys, and then we're gonna leave almost immediately. And we'll come back and do the rest of it later. Oh, okay. That guy can be a little troublesome. As long as the spiders are not in the little corridors. One last save here, because this goblin right up here. Alright, not a problem. Oops. Yeah, I can't hurt him yet, because I'm not the right level. Now here's a glitch where we can get double EXP from her. Got it. You get 500 EXP for helping her, but you can cancel the first prompt, then press yes again to get 500 more. You can do that up to 4 times total, although you only really need to do it twice, and it's pretty tough to do it 4 times. The max I've gotten is 3 times, and that was once. But then again, I am a terrible masher. I'm just gonna leave her there and then leave, because she'll follow, even if she can't see us. Alright, and now the escort is done. Now we do the first mines visit, which is very scary on a single segment run. It's very easy to die there. Uh-oh. There we go. That's the second plane skip. It's not as hard to do as the first one, but I forgot to swap over to joystick. Wasn't thinking I was still using the D-pad. And I find it much easier to do that with the analog stick. Yep. When they're in the hallway, it's very tough to get down there. Oh, he came out now. And then we're gonna eat the seed while we can't do anything, because we have to wait for the whole animation to play out anyway. Buy one more wing. And now we take the silver harmonica to Rhea. Alright, now we're gonna do the plane skip one more time to get to the Rhoda tree a little bit faster. Uh-oh. There we go. Now before we go back to the shrine one more time, we have to talk to Fina here real quick. mainly we're just going to be picking up a lot of keys that we need to progress down here. And a shield. And killing a lot of enemies because we want experience, so we don't have to grind as much later. Here's the shield. Just gonna kill this guy. He's really out of the way. And that's the last key. There's our level up.
Do I have time to read a donation?
Oh yeah, sure.
Alright, well, I just donated $5 for the bid war incentive for the next game coming up, Rayman Legends. I voted for Glowbox because Glowbox is the best box. Outbid me, folks. That's all.
Alright, now here comes the hardest boss in the run. It didn't look like it, but I almost died. Alright, now before we go by Wing yet again, we're gonna go here and get a book from the now deceased Sarah, or Sarah, whatever her name is. And now I buy a wing. And this will be the last wing we buy, because we won't be coming back here, except for one last time. And then after that will be the point of no return. It really doesn't matter whether I kill these things or not, they don't give any good amount of experience. Oops. And I'll be leveling up to 8 very shortly. I'm a little short. Quite a bit short. There we go. Took a bit of damage along the way, which is not great, but oh well. Alright, coming up is the one and only grind in this run. It's just 2 levels, but it's to get to max level, which is 10, which is not a lot. Uh-oh. Oh wow, he respawned fast. Oops. I'm gonna use this now, so I'll have to pick up another one in Garm Tower. Ooh, I don't like that at all. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I'm gonna reload. Where am I? Okay. I'll just line myself up here. For this grinding spot, you can line yourself up pretty well with the wall on the right, and just keep going up and down with the arrow keys. But sometimes their hitboxes can be a little wonky, and you can still take damage, which is something you really don't want. I mean, there's one level. So when my experience at the bottom shows about 50,000, there'll be like 1 or 2 more kills after that. Sometimes those blue knights on the opposite side of the wall down here, they can sometimes clip through the wall and then they try and kill you. Hopefully that doesn't happen between now and the time I'm done grinding. And they won't do too much now that I'm level 9, but who knows what could happen. Sometimes things multi-hit because they keep bouncing between you, and it just adds up the damage. These guys are pretty good at that. Alright, almost done here. We'll just level up on the knights down at the end. There's at least 2. There we go. Whoops. Alright, this is the best boss. You'll see why in a minute. He's showing it off pretty well right now. Why he's the best boss. This boss is random when he decides to merge back into his true form. And it's very easy to lose a run here. But when he does it like that, going from one side of the room and then transferring back immediately, it's pretty good. Sometimes he doesn't do that though. Like he'll go to the opposite side of the room and then just not transform. The good thing is he only takes 8 hits, so it's not that bad. Alright, and we're done here. Now we just go back to Zepik village and talk to people. Alright, hopefully there's no chicken RNG. No, oh, almost. Chicken almost blocked me. Alright, talk to her once. And again. Then we ask her to read the books, because the game requires you to have read all the books by the time you kill the last boss. And now we leave the village and come back, because then we need to trigger more dialogue with Fina actually in the room. Since she was outside, we need to get her back in. Talk to Fina first, then Jeva. It has to be in that order. Doesn't matter so much about the order as if you just need to talk to Jeva. Or exhaust Fina's dialogue first. Like you could probably just talk to Jeva, then Fina, and then Jeva again. I don't know, I guess Fina has something important to say. I don't think so. And this is the first and only time you'll see this guy. Alright, so with this place, on these balconies, it doesn't matter which direction you go, they all lead to the same place, but a runner in it by the name of Korzik timed it and found that going one way over the other saves it roughly about half a second. So for some balconies you'll see me go left or some right, and that's because that is the optional directions for that particular balcony. Alright, we're nearing floor 6, and at that point we'll be teleported back to the bottom floor because we're coming up on a trap. Now, we get all our equipment taken away from us and we're put in a jail cell. And now we wait for Dogi to break us out. So now we don't have a sword, we don't have any armor. So we need to get it back. There he is. Now I say we get the equipment back, but we actually only get the sword back. We don't need the armor in easy difficulty runs. The sword is something we absolutely need. We use the Mask of Eyes to find this guy hidden in this room. He talks a lot. Basically just gave us an item so that the trap that locked us up in that cell won't happen again. And also make it so that the ring we got on the first floor won't kill us when we equip it. It's just needed for it to open the door. But that won't happen until like floor 17. Now we made it back to where we were before. here's the room where we can get our sword back. Alright. This is Pictomos. He doesn't throw out his size until all of them have returned to him. And that changes once you get to hard and nightmare difficulties. He's pretty easy. Now we got the hammer. Gonna equip that because we'll be needing it shortly. Now we just progress up the tower. Don't know why I decided to do that. And we go out here. This is what the hammer's for. If we don't do that, the next room we're about to go into has like some pipes creating some kind of terrible noise that deals damage to us the more that we're in the room, making it impossible to get through the entire room without dying. So that's what the hammer's for. I know we just fought a boss, but we're actually coming up on the next one. And that boss actually does not matter whether you have armor or not. It does the same amount of damage regardless of what armor you have on. But it's not particularly a hard boss. Just run in circles is all you do. And there you go. That's Consklard. Alright, now I go through the mirrors. Alright, this is one of my least favorite rooms because enemies can be stuck in the one-person hallways, and that's not good. Like this one. And they were kind. Thank you, monsters. Greatly appreciated. Ow. Alright, this is not very good. Oh, wait. There we go. We need the blue necklace on to equip that ring, or else it'll kill us. Alright, now we don't need the ring. We can use that monocle she just gave us to read the books. Making it so that the only thing we need to do after we kill the last boss is read the final book. And now we can actually go back down the tower, because now we need to go talk to the guy we met in the jail cell again. Oh, I don't like where you are. Hello? Thanks. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Alright, and here he is. And the reason we couldn't talk to him before we saved or talked to Rhea is because he won't give us the item without talking to Rhea first. Alright, let's not take any more damage. Alright, now we're back to where we were before. So now we're just going to go... That was lucky. Go this way. Oh wow, he was early. Anyway, we're going to use this mirror, which freezes enemies. Normally I would be taking damage if I went at these guys head on, but they're frozen. You can hit them at any angle. And that's the only time we use the mirror. That is its only purpose in this run. It's pretty useful in the Nightmare run when there are enemies that run faster than you do, so there's that. Here's a pretty spooky room. Oh, forgot you can't do that. And that was a boss. Here's the final boss. Didn't get the quick kill I wanted, but oh well. And here's the last book. And time.
Alright, so we ended underestimate at a time of 40 minutes and 29 seconds.
Yeah, I when Dark Fox told me that he needed a submission, I told him the game was supposed to be 40 minutes, not that was supposed to be the estimate.
No, it's underestimate. It's underestimate.
Oh, I see. I
don't,
get it
Don't
now.
twist words here. Don't twist words here. That clearly says 42 minutes right there.
You're absolutely right. I don't know what I was thinking.
You know what? I'll forgive you.
You were so kind.
Thanks for the very awesome run, though.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no worries. So, up next, everybody, we will have Rayman Legends, all musical stages. If you don't want Glowbox as the character, feel free to outbid me and vote for bid for somebody else. Can't donate, but maybe got a Twitch Prime. That's cool too. Just subscribe. If you don't have either of those, just spread the word and continue to watch cool runs like this. And on to intermission we go.